Welcome to Voice of the Inland Empire, your weekly adventure into the who, what, where, and why of our Southern California communities. And in our little coffee house today, we are joined by Phyliss K. Morris, who is the public defender for San Bernardino County. Now, we all think we know what a public defender is and does, but trust me, it's so much more than you ever knew. It's going to be a fascinating conversation, one you will not want to miss. Now, check out our website at voiceoftheinlandempire.com, and you'll find a complete listing of all the times and days our show can be enjoyed, as well as an archive of past shows and guests. We have a wonderful show lined up for you today, so don't go away. We will be right back.
Business owners, are you overwhelmed when it comes to tracking your finances? Most business owners don't realize there are 3 different right ways to enter the same transaction into QuickBooks. One right way will work well for a business and owner. A second right way will work poorly, while a third right way will work okay, but not well. I am Linda QBQ Russell, the QuickBook Queen, and I help you choose the best right way for your business. I do custom QuickBooks setup. Together we find the quickest, easiest way to enter data that provides you accurate financial reports. These reports guide you to grow your business more profitably. I just started my free online tutorials to help more startups and new QuickBooks users. Sign up now at qbqueen.com and quickbooksfreetutorial.com. Let's get started now.
Need a gift and don't know what to get? How about a one-of-a-kind custom gift basket? Looking for a corporate gift for your customers, associates, or employees? Are you a nonprofit or organization with a special event coming up? Bountiful Baskets has custom and stock gift baskets for every occasion and budget. Corporate gifts, wine and beer baskets, table centerpieces, balloon decorating, custom ribbon, and more with local delivery and nationwide shipping. Call 909-608-2131 or online at thebountifulbasket.net. We are joined today by Phyliss K. Morris, who is the public defender for San Bernardino County. Now, I know what you're thinking. What exactly does a public defender do? Well, guess what? I'm thinking the same thing, so let's find out. Phyliss, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Welcome.
Now, you've been with the public defender's office, I believe, for a while, but you're relatively new in this position. Is that right?
That is correct, yes.
How long have you been with the office?
I have been with the department for 32 years. I grew up in the department.
Oh my, okay, I knew you'd been around for a while, but so what, you started when you were 12?
No, but I did.
I didn't know they hired so young in your department.
No, I traveled the normal course, but I did come to the department directly at law school.
So, obviously you went to school and studied law to become a lawyer, but is this something that you always knew you wanted to do as a young person? You know, I grew up saying I wanted to run away with the circus. That didn't work out so well. They wouldn't have me. But did you grow up saying I want to be a lawyer?
No, not exactly. My parents are from the South. And so they were very active in terms of being advocates for civil rights. And I was actually born in Columbus, Ohio, so there were some experiences that I experienced as a child in terms of coming out before I came to California. When I was in California, there was a lady, I remember her name is Lodi Cherry, and she was a community activist.
Okay.
And so I admired her. She was my hero. And I wanted to be someone like her. I fell into law when I was in college. I wasn't in law school yet, when a professor approached me and asked me if I thought about going to law school and suggested University of California, Davis. I went up there, I looked, I applied, got accepted. Hello, I'm here.
And never, because you hear that, similar stories like that a lot, and then people get there and they go, and I decided it wasn't really for me. But apparently you got into it and went, I like this.
I like this because it was an opportunity to speak, to be a voice for those who don't feel that they have a voice or who feel that their voice is not being heard.
So early on, you knew you wanted to be on the public side and not in the private sector?
I knew I wanted to be on the public side and not in the private sector, yes.
See, that's amazing too.
Yes.
That's that kind of social side of you that really wants to do right and do justice. So what was your very first job then with the county? You were just, part of the legal team?
I was in San Bernardino, and I was part of the misdemeanor trial team. And so we handled the misdemeanor cases, tried the cases, did the motions, handled the violations, etc.
And then I guess there's some sort of pathway. So I guess the newer lawyers are tossed in to handle the easy stuff.
The newer lawyers are tossed into handling the easy stuff. And at that time, when I entered into the department, there wasn't a lot of turnover. And so you would move up as space becomes available. For me, there was a position available out in Barstow, of all places. Now understand, when I left the desert,
Which is still San Bernardino County.
which is still San Bernardino County. And when I left the desert, because I grew up in the desert, I said, I'm not coming back, right? And so, lo and behold, I wake up one morning and I find myself in Barstow.
Living in Barstow.
Right.
Oh my God. Now that's dedication. I'm sorry.
So, and I was handling, actually, the felonies from Joshua Tree that were set for trial. So I was traveling back and forth. I was actually living in Victorville, but I was traveling back and forth between Joshua Tree and Barstow handling the felonies, because at that time the Joshua Tree felonies would start in Joshua Tree, but the trials were actually at the Barstow courthouse.
And that Joshua Tree, that's a long drive. I don't care where you're starting from. That's a long drive out into the middle of the desert. So how long were you in the Barstow office?
I was in the Barstow office for about 2, maybe 2.5 years, and then I went to the Victorville office.
So you're still kind of out there, but
Right.
definitely a step up from Barstow.
Right.
And then how long were you in Victorville?
I basically did most of my practicing while I was in Victorville as a trial attorney. So I was in Victorville for a good 10 years.
Okay, so you had moved up to what kind of level then?
I eventually I was promoted to a supervisor. And I was still a trial deputy doing the most serious cases. And then I was also supervising and mentoring the younger attorneys and law clerks that were in the department.
So wait, so you were supervising the department and doing cases?
At that time, yes. I was trying cases. I was handling murder cases, robbery cases, gang cases, a lot of your serious cases. And then I was also, when there were staffing issues, I would backfill in the misdemeanor spots. So I was doing the misdemeanor pretrial, which is a heavy calendar.
So basically you were doing everything but pretty much sleeping.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Sleeping is my pastime, my best pastime when I get to
When
do
you
it.
get to. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I really want to focus in on what really are the duties and responsibilities of the Public Defender's Office. Now that you're at the top of the ship and steering the ride, what is all the departments, what is all the functionality that we find below you?
Okay.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to take a quick break, so don't go away. The best part of this conversation is yet to come. Looking for a new mattress? Not sure where to go or how to start? Want to make sure you get the best mattress for your money and one that will give you years of sleeping pleasure? There's only one answer, and that is Dreamland Discount Mattress in Covina. At Dreamland, Bruce and his dedicated team will ensure that you find the right mattress at the right price that will give you years of sleeping comfort. Dreamland Discount Mattress offers a wide range of options, styles, and choices, all at up to 80% off. Want to hear what many of their customers are saying about them? Check them out on Yelp to learn why you should become a satisfied customer of Dreamland Discount Mattress too. Go by and visit them at 1007 North Azusa Avenue in Covina, or give them a call at 626-331-8044. And remember, at Dreamland Discount Mattress, prices are always up to 80% off. You are watching or listening to Voice of the Inland Empire, which can be seen on TV, heard on the radio, or found on the internet. For more information, check out the website, voiceoftheinlandempire.com. Our guest today is Phyliss K. Morris, who is the public defender for San Bernardino County. And Phyliss, in the first segment, we learned that you've been with this department for 32 years.
Yes.
That's longer than some of my viewers and listeners have been alive. That's awesome. And we heard kind of how you went through the whole process, which I think regardless of the job, anyone that goes through a full process like that is just instantly more well-rounded. I mean, no one's going to throw any curveballs at you or blow any smoke in your ears because you've done it all. So you know the realities of it.
Correct.
But what I want to do now is learn more about what a public defender does. I know what I think many people know. You supply attorneys to people who can't afford them. But I also suspect there's a whole lot more than just that. What goes on in the PD office?
Well, our core duties is criminal defense. And you're correct. We go into court and we represent individuals' interests. We have the adult side where we have three major divisions: San Bernardino, Rancho Cucamonga, and Victorville division, which covers the whole desert. But we also represent minors, individuals that are 18 years of age or younger. And that is in our juvenile unit. Our juvenile unit is stationed in our human service unit, which is where we have our specialized units. Another specialized unit would be our capital case unit. The capital case unit are attorneys and investigators who handle our death penalty cases. Ooh. We have approximately 4 cases. Those cases are very intense, requires a lot of legal research, a lot of social research. You have to understand the client's history, and understand the behavior in the context of what occurred. We also have our civil commitment unit. Civil commitment are individuals that have severe mental issues, and those mental issues were the driver of the criminal behavior, and there is a question as to whether this individual presents as a public safety issue to the community.
Whether they're a risk.
Whether they are a risk, yes. A danger to society. And so there is an assessment process that these individuals can go through. And if there is a recommendation for further treatment or a commitment at a state hospital, the individuals are entitled to an attorney, because being committed to a state hospital is a deprivation of a liberty interest. Mm-hmm. Deprivation of a liberty interest is a constitutional right. Constitutional right, person is entitled to an attorney. So we represent the sexual violent predators. We represent the mentally disordered offender. We represent those who are developmentally disabled. And there's one more category. We represent the people that are not guilty by reason of insanity. Okay.
And I think a question that a lot of people might ask if they were sitting across the table from you, and it may be a hard question, but have you ever been in a situation where you're representing someone that you just don't feel good about, or you feel like they probably did commit whatever crime they're being accused of?
I have been in that situation, but it is not my job to judge. It is my job to advocate, to educate the court or the jury in terms of the circumstances surrounding my client and his behavior within a given context. And people should understand that a lot of times the issue at trial is not whether the client did it or didn't do it. Mm-hmm. The issue is one of punishment, because the law states that the punishment should be equal to the crime. It should not be more severe than what the conduct was committed by the individual.
You mean like if I went out too late drinking one night and my girlfriend makes me sleep on the sofa? I think that does not match the... Wait, never mind. Whole different subject. I'm just kidding.
But there is one other unit.
Okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
There's the post-relief conviction unit. That unit is was birthed out of AB 109. realignment. We represent individuals who are looking at violations on post-release community supervision, parole violations, and in that unit, we introduced the use of social workers. So currently, we use social workers in that unit. We use social workers in our juvenile unit, and this year we introduced the use of social workers in our adult unit. Because as we move into this environment of rehabilitation, it's important to understand what are the underlying factors driving behavior. As lawyers, we are advocates, but we're not social workers. And so the social workers bring a different perspective to the table.
Because with that realignment, as was reported in the press quite a bit, there was a lot of releases, early releases.
There was a lot of early releases. There were a lot of early releases with Prop 36, which was the Three-Strike Sentence Reform Act. And there were a lot of early releases with Prop 47, the Safe Neighborhood and Schools Act that was recently passed in November of last year.
So it makes sense that, you guys are there if they come under the spotlight of the law again, but if there can be social workers there dealing with the root and core causes and hopefully pointing out a better path or a better direction, then
Correct.
Maybe you don't have to ever get to visit with them.
Correct. Law and justice is an expensive system to fund. And if you want to control costs, you got to look at recidivism and controlling recidivism.
And not bringing them back in
And
again.
not bringing them back
well,
in
Phyliss,
again.
this has been just a remarkable conversation. I feel like we could go on forever. Unfortunately, we're on a limited time.
Understand.
But thank you so much for joining us, and I definitely would like to have you come back on. And as we've discussed previously, maybe we can schedule a time for you and Mike Ramos, our DA, and we'll have a three-way roundtable, and I think an extraordinarily interesting conversation.
Anytime, let me know.
Don't go away. We will be right back. We are on location at the wonderful Bountiful Basket with the owner, Marilyn Taylor. And Marilyn, in past shows, we've talked about both pre-made baskets and custom personalized baskets. And unless I'm guessing wrong, today we're going to be talking about children's baskets.
Yes.
Please tell me I'm not wrong.
You are definitely right.
Oh, good. So, and I hadn't really thought about a gift basket per se for a kid, but I look at these are just marvelous.
Well, to tell you the truth, I started doing gift baskets for kids about 8 years ago. I had a lady call me and say, my daughter's friend's in the hospital. Is there any way you can do a gift basket and ship it to a hospital? I said, we certainly can, and it was it morphed into its own dimension because a lot of that is my website right now. I think I have 29 kids' gift baskets.
Wow.
Anywhere from, we started with Hello Kitty, and we have a Too Cool, which is kind of like a combination of a lot of different toys for that age group. But one thing about my gift baskets is we do not include any sugar into our gift baskets, like candy and chocolate, unless it's Halloween, Easter, and Valentine's Day.
Now, for the kids' baskets, what about like beer and wine?
No.
Okay.
It's all interactive toys, games, and books, and I'm very proud of that.
And it looks age appropriate.
Well, that's one thing that on my website it will ask you what the age is. We have 1 to 3, 4 to 7, 7 to 10, 11 and up, and we can do pretty much. We even have a Glamour Girl gift basket for young ladies.
Oh, nice.
And that's a real popular
So
one.
obviously one like this is for a baby or a
Correct.
toddler.
Mm-hmm.
And this, what young girl wouldn't fall in love with an entire Hello Kitty gift bag
You've got
filled with
like
cool stuff?
17 different items in there that are Hello Kitty.
Wow. And then this, clearly what boy isn't going to love this? Looks like, is this all Avengers?
This is all Avengers except the Crayolas.
Oh, look at this.
Just fun stuff, fun toys, games, and books.
Adventures knife, fork, and spoon set. That's really nice. No, so, okay, never mind. So, Marilyn, before I steal all your Avengers stuff,
Yes.
if someone wants more information on how to order a kid's gift basket or any custom personalized basket, how do they get a hold of you?
They can give me a call at 909-608-2131. They can go to my website, which is thebountifulbasket.com, or they can come by to my showroom and talk to me about a gift basket, and that is 1296 West 9th Street in Upland, California.
If there's someone special or something special coming up, thebountifulbasket.com is the place to go. We'll be right back. Is your radio station dull, boring, more of just the same day after day after? Then it's time for radio that will blow your mind and expand and enlighten it too. KCAA Radio 1050 AM is not only the go-to radio station for what's happening in and around the Inland Empire, it's a veritable cornucopia of crazy, an assemblage of awesome, and a total convergence of cool. KCAA is not only the NBC News affiliate for our area, but offers the broadest and craziest range of national and local radio in the Inland Empire, with shows like Imus in the Morning, Dave Ramsey, Joyce Riley's Power Hour, Controlled Chaos, Poor Man, and now, Voice of the Inland Empire with yours truly. Check out 1050 AM at home or on the road, or you risk being the only one at work not talking about the fun, crazy, educational, outlandish, awesome things they heard on KCAA 1050 AM. And you wouldn't want that, right? I love watching sporting events at the Citizens Business Bank Arena, and this year the Ontario Reign, our hometown ice hockey team, and the Ontario Fury, our hometown indoor soccer team, both had remarkable seasons and made it to the playoffs. If you want season tickets for next year, call the Reign at 941-7825 or visit OntarioReign.com. For the Fury, 457-0252 or simply OntarioFury.com. Now let's see what else is coming up at the arena. July 17th through 21st, Circus Extreme, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. This is a wonderful circus. Get ready for an exhilarating adventure with extraordinary circus artists and magnificent exotic animals that can't be seen anywhere but at the greatest show on earth. July 25th, Kids World International Jiu-Jitsu Championships, a martial arts event for all ages. Watch the best of the best in each age group work to take home the championship. Tickets start at a very low family price. August 1st, WWE Live SummerSlam Heatwave Tour. Come out to the arena to see your favorite WWE superstars and the WWE Divas. There's always something going on at the Citizens Business Bank Arena. Check out the website at cbbankarena.com or call the box office at 909-244-5600. We are joined once again by our bedding guru, Bruce Burnett of Dreamland Discount Mattress, to better beducate us. And Bruce, we've talked about a lot of things over the last several months, but one I'm curious about is how does the whole delivery thing work? Do I have to buy the mattress, then pay for delivery? Is there a certain distance? Will they take away my old mattress? Do I have to pay a disposal fee? How does that all work?
Actually, you brought up something in your context here that actually is something we didn't talk about a little bit previously, which is a disposal fee. That is something that's on the way from the government.
Oh.
Where it's going to be like when you pay an extra nickel on a can, except for you're going to pay more like $19 or $20 each piece when you buy a mattress. That's going to help you dispose of them later.
But on a can, if I dispose of it properly, I can get paid some of that back.
Yeah, you don't get paid any of it back.
Oh, okay.
And neither do we. Neither do we. I don't know where all the money's coming from, to be honest with you, for the whole thing, but that's not my concern. But I'll tell you, on deliveries, you should, be able to get your delivery for free. Almost for sure, unless it's just something so inexpensive. I mean, if you go in and buy a twin-size bed frame for $29, no one's going to deliver it because you have to be somewhat reasonable with the store you're buying from.
Right.
If they've got guys that are making $10 or $20 a delivery and you're only buying a $29 item, they're not going to deliver for free.
Right.
I would say local delivery, if you had to pay, would normally be around $40 if it's a smaller item. But if you buy anything even halfway decent, you should be able to get a free delivery.
You're buying a full queen size or king size bed set.
Absolutely. You should be able to get it for free. A lot of stores, there's one not far from here, and I'm not going to say the name of the store, but it's at Eastland Mall. They charge $100 for a local delivery.
Wow.
$100, I'd go to Malibu. $100 is a long way. We charge $150 for San Diego. But the other things to think about are know when you want to have your delivery when you go into the store. A lot of people will banter back and forth trying to figure out when they're going to get it. It'd be better to know.
Look at your calendar and figure out when you're available.
Make sure
Evenings, weekends.
Make sure your dogs are put away. My guys don't like to get bit. Make sure that if you have someone that has health issues and has problem getting in and out of bed, that you have someone to help you move them, because we certainly can't carry the bed out with them on it. As much as the Aladdin thing might be working for them, I don't think that'll.
I was going to ask
so
if you could dispose of the mattress head. Okay, never mind.
Only you.
If I'm on it, you'll take both.
We'll haul you away in a second. It'll be fine.
All right, well, thank you. So basically, if you're making a reasonable purchase, delivery should be free.
Absolutely.
Disposal for the time being is free, but there's a new federal mandate coming down that will eventually have a small cost to it.
Soon.
Yes. All right, Bruce, thank you. Don't go away. We will be right back.
If you can think it, we can ink it at Patterson Print Shop. From embroidery to printing too. Signs, banners, t-shirts, that's what we do. Anything that you can imagine at Patterson Print Shop, we make it happen. If you can think it, we can ink it at Patterson Print Shop. Call us today at 951-924-2332 or visit pattersonprintshop.org.
What a great show. I so enjoyed chatting with all of our guests, and I especially want to thank you for tuning in and joining us. And please remember to set your DVRs so you never miss another episode of Voice of the Inland Empire. Or want to watch us 24/7? Then check out our website at voiceoftheinlandempire.com, where you can see all the places, times, and days our show can be seen and heard. And while you're there, drop us an email. We love to hear from you. Comments, ideas, suggestions. If you have a thought for a show guest, let us know. Our guests need to have topics of broad general interest and be non-commercial in nature. And if you don't have access to the internet, or just prefer the more traditional way of contact, you can always call our Voice of the Inland Empire telephone hotline at 909-746-8846. So, until next week, this is Ron Stark reminding you to be productive, care for your world and the people around you, work hard, find time for fun, and always remember to give back whatever and whenever you can. Until next time, goodbye for now.
Thank you.